Hey guys, Cajun Reseller here, back at you with another sourcing video. In this one we're going to cover two church sales where I pick up a couple items that are worth good money. I've already seen me sell one, so let's cut to the footage and then I'll come back with a summary after each of the sales. Here is the first church sale. This one's not very busy. The other one's going to be very busy. This one was later in the day. First thing I see is golf clubs, so I go straight for them. These were priced a little bit more than I'd want to pay, and I don't think any of the brands are brands that I'm used to. I'm used to looking for Ping, Scotty Cameron, Nike, brands like that, TaylorMade as well. Those are all good brands of golf clubs to pick up. I usually pick up putters. I don't know if I've ever actually sold one. I'm very bad at listing golf clubs, and now that they're now that they're harder to ship, it's going to be even harder. But yeah, I like to pick up golf clubs if they're worth the money, and so far I haven't sold any, but that's because I haven't listed them. After the golf clubs, I decided to keep going and look for more stuff. Those little lanterns right there maybe would have been worth it, but I didn't feel like shipping them. I'm going to pass right by a really good item. Y'all see it right there on the left. It's right down there on the left. I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But I go back to the electronics. That's the section I always like to look in. And yeah, I find a couple items back here, but I only pick up one of them, and you're going to see it in a second. $25. As y'all heard there, I said $25. It was actually marked 25 cents. I didn't believe it. And then when I took it up at the end, yeah. I look at these big TVs. I've sold one or two in the past. I have like 4 or 5 I haven't listed yet, which is why I don't pick this one up. I do actually run the comps on it, and I think I'm going to show that in a second. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it that easily on my phone, but the comps basically show that I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks plus shipping. So I'd make, after fees, probably $30. I don't remember how much this was. It might have been $5 or $10. It was somewhere in that range. Uh, can y'all see that? Kind of see it. Sort by lowest price. I actually do a decent job here of showing the comps. And always, my phone, I have T-Mobile, so just take that for what it's worth. That's the remote right there. Remote's going for a decent amount, so maybe I should have actually picked that up and just sold the remote and then TV separately. But you can see, like, I think it says $65 maybe. This is more of a decision because, or maybe those are listed. Yeah, those are actually the listed ones, I guess. And here we're sorting by solds. But yeah, so big items. I have a lot of those big TVs, big box TVs that I haven't listed yet. So I just don't really feel like trying to sell any of those right now until I can, get the other ones sold. This is another electronics table. I think I'm still looking up the big box TV right here, but you can see the Bolo right there to the right again. I do eventually go back and pick it up, I promise. You're not going to see it on video, but I do eventually go and pick it up. And I do decide to leave that big box TV after looking at those comps right there. So I decided to go to the rest of the garage sale. I pick up that little thing right there. Looking for a brand Tupperware. I don't think it was Tupperware. Maybe it was. I don't know if I actually looked that close at it, but I decided to look back here. That's some like crafting and books and stuff like that. I usually don't look at books. I should probably at church sales, garage sales. It's more likely to find something good at a garage sale than it would be at a thrift store because not as many people have looked at it in theory. There's clothing up here. The second one that I go to actually doesn't have any clothing at all, which is weird for one of these. That one I debate. For $1 or $2, I probably should have picked that up. I just actually sold a Saints themed one for $32. That was a jerseys tag. I think that was jerseys. But I have so much LSU stuff listed right now, and it's selling and then not selling. So take it or leave it. This, like I said, this garage sale had been going on for a while. I went somewhere else to start the day out for this one, so kind of makes it a little bit harder to find stuff whenever you're not there at first. But I did find those 2 items that I'm gonna talk about in the summary whenever I get there. But just looking through clothing here. No brands that stand out to me. I think that's scarves right there, maybe. You never know with scarves. There's some good brands. I don't really know them that well, but if I see one that sparks my mind from a video I've watched in the past, then maybe I could pick it up. And that's why I like to watch random content. Sometimes you find, clothing resellers to watch, listen for the brands. Even if you're not actually watching, you can still maintain some of that information or remember some of that information. You're like, oh wait, I've heard that brand before on somebody's video, and then potentially sell it for some good money once you do. I found the small plush one at these church sales. Usually church sales have a decent amount of plush because usually it's, parents of kids and stuff like that. I could have used some of these for whatnot probably, but I don't actually pick any of these up. Spoiler alert. Ariel was the only one that I really saw that might have been worth it, but I don't think she was. I think they were asking like $1 or two, and you can't see obviously because I'm not very good at camera work sometimes, but you can see Ariel at least, right? But yeah, Ariel and a couple other items in there, but I don't pick any of them up. Another one of my favorite items to sell lately has been hats. So I spot the hats and I go there and I don't find anything that I want to pick up. I do find one or two that I look up. I always look at Brave stuff. That's Atlanta Braves. The navy and red is Atlanta Braves. Looks very similar to Alabama. There is a way to tell the difference based on the way the A curls, I think. But I don't really know that. And usually I can tell the difference, because Atlanta Braves is blue and red and Alabama is all red. But I don't pick up either one of those. That's not a hat. This is more like accessories, hats, and other stuff. I look at that one. I first thought, oh, this can be a good one. It's Super Mario branded. It's save a life or like one life or something like that. That's basically the extra life you get. It might have said extra life. Whenever you play Mario, you get one of those green mushrooms and you get an extra life in the game. And the red mushroom helps you grow bigger. Fire mushroom gives you firepower, stuff like that. For just a tidbit for all you Mario people or non-Mario people. But that was the only hat I saw that might have been worth it. There might have been some other ones, but I don't know them that well. I recognize the sports teams, like you got the Shark Tooth, the Collision pattern. Y'all seen me pick them up recently or sell them recently. I don't know if I've actually been filming when I found some of those good hats that I found recently, but yeah, you'll see them in the what sold videos. Hopefully, the Collision pattern. I have one of those Dallas Cowboys that's new with tags. I have a can't remember the Shockwave maybe. Carolina Panthers that's new with tags. So hats have been pretty good lately to me. And then I sold that one for $300. That was Saints Sports Specialties. Sold another Saints one for $167. A Bulls for $84. Hats have just been really good lately for me. I think here I'm looking up the Mario Life one. I think that's what I'm doing at least. Can't remember for sure. This was filmed a month, 2 ago for this one. That other one you're going to see was actually filmed I think last weekend or 2 week. Yeah, last weekend whenever y'all are watching this. So pulling up the comps for the hat, and I realized that the hat's probably not actually worth picking up, I think, based on what we're about to see whenever I sort sold. I think that's a sold for like $12 maybe. And that's not even the right hat, is it? I only got some Mario hat. Maybe I'm not looking up the Mario hat here. I'm not sure which hat I'm looking up here. I'm trying to look at the same time as y'all are. But yeah, so I don't pick up any hats at this one. I'm probably about to give up on this garage sale, and then eventually I do go back and pick up those 2 items that I'm going to talk about in the summary. Here is where I think I'll look up the comps for the Mario hat. That other one was some other random hat, but yeah, let's look up the Mario hat right here. I think it's Extra Life Super Mario Green hat is what I look up. Snapback, you can also put in snapback, adjustable, whatever word you want to put to try and look them up. As you can see there, it looks like it might be decent based on the listed prices. It's kind of hard to see with the glare from the overhead lights, but based on these comps, I decided to throw back that hat because I think it was probably $2 for the hat. This church show wasn't very good about having prices out. But yeah, going back to clothing, don't ask me why. And there's one pair of shoes I saw there was that pair of shoes, and I don't pick it up either. As I said in the voiceover, y'all saw me pick up those rocks. You didn't see me pick them up actually, did you? Those rocks were really good money. As y'all have seen from the What Sold video, those rocks sold for $220 plus shipping. I passed by them the first time, You see me pass them a couple times in that video. Eventually I go and look at them. Unfortunately I wasn't recording then, but yeah, I paid $10 for those rocks and they sold for $220 plus shipping. I also picked up that little tape deck. Y'all heard me say in the video, $25. Well, that was actually marked 25 cents. So I got that for free because I brought up the rocks and I brought up the little recorder. And I was like, will you take 10 for both? That's obviously a 25-cent discount. Why would they not? So yeah, I got that one for free. That one I do not have any sold history of. I was just looking at Terra Peak up there. And there's one that sold for $50. It was not working though. Mine's working. The only one I see on eBay is one listed for $200-something, $226. I doubt it'll sell for that. I haven't listed it yet. And I need to get to listing it. Obviously, this was filmed a while ago. But yeah, those 2 items, probably $300 right there in value. Now we're on the church sale number 2. This one has way more toys than the other one did. Way more. Look at all those plush down there. This is the way better one. I was also there when it opened. I was like probably 100th in line, if I had to guess. That's how many people were there, at least. At least. I do actually go to a different section, so you're able to see a lot of people. You can kind of see there. There's a decent amount of people there. Look at all those people. That's way too many people for me. But I stick to my toys and look at some. That little guy, I think I listed for 18. I've listed a couple of these. I listed them like a day or two ago, so most of them haven't sold yet. But that's Salacious Crumb from Star Wars. Like I said, he's worth around $18. So after shipping and fees, probably $12 in value. Pick up that little Pokemon. That's Hoopa Pokemon. I do pick up Eevee as well. Those two Pokemon listed for $25. You can see Mike Wazowski right there, the green guy. I do pick him up as well. But I don't think I pick up any other ones other than those. In this little short clip, I do actually go to the next section, which is all these little toys here. I did cut out a little bit of it because all I showed was my legs. But I do pick up a couple bags here. I think I actually put one down that I did pick up, but I do pick up some bags. Then I decide, I want more plush. So I go back to the plush right there. That little guy, I do pick him up, but for some reason I'm just looking past him. So all y'all can see is him right now. But I do pick up one or two more plush that are in here. I don't know if I'm gonna actually show you. That was a little girl from Kate and Mem or something like that was the name of the brand. Probably shouldn't have picked that one up. I think I only paid 25 cents for it. Small plush for 25, medium 50 cents, and large $1. So that little guy right there was $1. That little meerkat had some damage to its nose area. You can't see it right there, but I do put him back. You can kind of see me pulling on the strings there. I leave Cookie Monster. I think I pick up the Care Bear. I think I leave Goofy. I don't even remember now. I know I haven't listed the Care Bear yet because I'm going to lot it with other ones. That's what I usually do with the Care Bears like that probably came from Walmart. I usually put those with other Care Bears and sell a lot of 3 or 4 for $25 to $30. So that's my valuation for that one is probably, I'd say $10, maybe $10 or something like that. So no home runs at this garage sale so far, and spoiler, none overall. I know Dawn Southern Finds found a ton of stuff here. I might see her somewhere in this clip. I don't know for sure though. But yeah, I don't pick up the little Irish bear right there, the St. Patrick's Day one. I have that one listed right now for $20, and it hadn't sold yet, so I'm not going to pick it up again. That is Figaro, I think, from Pinocchio, the little kitty cat, black and white cat. That guy's worth around $15 to $20. There are some Build-A-Bears here that I put back. I don't pick up the Build-A-Bears. That guy is not for sale. That's Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. You can't really see, you can kind of see him here and there. He's got a lot of stuff stuck to him from, I guess, being washed, or I don't know. I'll have to do some work to clean him up. But I keep almost every single How to Train Your Dragon plush I find. And I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite movies. Probably one of my favorite animated movies was How to Train Your Dragon. Just, I don't know. If you watch the next live stream I do, which I don't know when I'm going to do it, but you'll see a bunch of Build-A-Bear Toothless in the background, along with some other How to Train Your Dragon figures. I do pick up this little guy as well. That's an opossum. Pick that little thing up. They're cute. I think it was Fiesta branded, maybe. Fiesta, Aurora, Wild Republic. I like to pick those up. They're usually pretty cheap. And I'm going to try and probably do a whatnot auction themed around around animals like that. That was a Charlie Brown Peanuts Canes plush. Guy's worth around $17. He was a recent, actually, Canes plush exclusive they put out at Christmas of last year. Y'all saw me sell the Snoopy one that my mom picked up. I sold it. That one was new in the packaging. That one sold for like $24 or $25. Obviously, if they're opened, they're not going to be worth as much. But yeah, let's continue to look through the plush, and I'll come back in a second with some more footage. Here I am looking up this item. It was new in the packaging. It was like an Antiques Roadshow toy. I think it was themed around American Pickers Show. I look it up on Amazon. I think the problem with this one was it actually was selling for like $24.99, or no, decent money, $43. But you can see the rank there on toys. That rank was 800,000, which is not good for toys. That means it's going to take a long time to sell. I do pick up one item out of here. It's probably worth around $50 or $60. This is Ninja Turtles from 1988, 1992. They had the markings on the bottom. I just saw Ninja Turtles. I think it was $2 or $3 they had it color coded here for pricing wise. So I do pick that up. I do have them all listed. I don't think any of them have sold yet, but like I said, I listed them a day or two ago. So usually stuff doesn't sell that fast. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I do pick up that bag that y'all see right there in front of you. It had like Shredder, uh, mutating Leonardo, Michelangelo, I think a Donatello, maybe a Rocksteady. So there's some different action figure toys that were in that bag. I think I picked up one or two bags. The other bag I picked up had Littlest Pet Shop in it, and also some little Hatchimal collectibles that were in there. But yeah, those are the two bags of toys I pick up. Probably could have picked up more, but I was trying to go to a neighborhood garage sale, which was probably 10 or 15 minutes from here. Probably should have stayed at this one because there really wasn't much of those neighborhood garage sales. I've been striking out lately in neighborhood garage sales. But yeah, so I do pick up that item. I'll look here to see if there's any. These are more like baby toys and stuff. Do a quick survey to see if I see anything. There's costumes down there. I'm not really into costumes very often, so I do leave those. But yeah, I'll come back. I'll try and see if I go to the other area. I'm still looking at plush. Look at that. I can't. I'm like, what did I miss? Maybe I missed one. Maybe I missed one. Because I saw those I got those two Pokemon earlier, and I was like, ooh, there's got to be more in here somewhere, right? You can see a Goofy there. I don't pick him up. Probably should have. Oh, although Goofy hasn't sold that well for me. But for a bigger Goofy, it probably would have sold in a whatnot for, $3 or $4. So probably should have picked him up and just saved him for that. Do a Disney themed whatnot. Here I'm going. This is gonna show y'all. Nope. I'm going back that way. I was thinking I was gonna go to the back. Let's wait until I go to the back and then I'll come back with that footage. Here you are seeing lots of the people. This is all the different sections. That's electronics. Maybe that's one of my other favorite sections to look at. I don't see that phone. Maybe was worth it. And then you see all those other cameras and phones and stuff like that. The little keyboard. For some reason, this day I just wasn't feeling the bigger items like that. I don't know why. I should have looked up all those cameras that are sitting right there. Some of them can be good money. That's all like Christmas stuff. I can't remember if I actually looked up any of this stuff or not. I think I did. Maybe I looked up. Well, maybe I did look at the cameras real quickly just to see, but I didn't really do a good job of inspecting them to see if any of them were worth it. This thing, no. Don't even look it up. Looking back, I'm like, why? Sometimes I'm like, why did I not at least look it up and scan it? Maybe I do scan this one. Looks like I do scan this one, huh? Looking at Amazon, doesn't pull up on Amazon, so apparently I just say, forget it. I'm not even gonna look it up on eBay. Then I decided to go up on the stage. This is like a little stage they have, I guess, where they do. This is like the gem of this church, so I guess it's where they do plays or maybe like recitals, concerts, stuff like that. But this is like the Christmas section. I'm going to show y'all an overview of everything, the whole garage sale. It's hard to move up there. There's no room. There's literally room for two people going back and forth. So whenever you have three people, it makes it a little hard. But I don't pick up anything in the Christmas section. Probably could have looked harder at that as well. I'm trying to get better about it, but I still get anxious. I'm like, what am I missing at the next sale? Because I don't see anything right away that sticks out to me. So that's an overview of the whole church garage sale and 100 people at one spot at one time. And here's all the bedding and blankets and sleeping bags and all that. I do pick up that sleeping bag. I don't know if I should have. I should have done more inspecting on it. It did have a decent amount of stains on it, so I might have to try and find a way to wash it. But it was Looney Tunes. It had Tweety Bird on it and a couple other Looney Tunes characters. So I don't know why, but I picked it up. It was $2 or $3, something like that. Hopefully a good washing will help that thing recover. And then I pick up that blanket right there. It had like tons of different sports themes on it: baseball, basketball, football. So I pick it up. As y'all saw at that sale, I actually ran into Dawn's Southern Finds there at that sale. She got a ton of glass. I didn't do that great at that sale. I got a lot of plush. I got one or two, that blanket and that little sleeping bag. Neither one of those, none of the stuff in there is home runs or anything. I do have this little guy, just to let y'all know who he is. This is Minimus, the Sophia the First unicorn plush. I think it weighs probably a little bit over a pound. Most of the plush that I got will be between $15 and $20. So, I mean, I got a decent amount of them. So I would say $100, $200 in value right there. So probably about $500 from these two church sales overall. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the church sales and the GoPro footage. Hopefully y'all don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite item. Mine's going to be the rocks, obviously. $200 for rocks. Who would have thought? I didn't think of that until I looked at them and looked them up and said, "Wow, that's some value." And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching.